Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back to story time with our host is Amethyst Ascension, Rochelle from Amethyst Ascension. She sent me the story time story number 2 page today, and I thought I would go ahead and do the story time with you guys. Now we have the deck here that I'm going to use, which is the Bone Sun and Earthflush Tarot, and a cat butt right here. So, and he's eyeballing me right now because I touched him. But he's laying across the table there. He's not letting me have any table time. But yeah, we're going to use, and as you can see, it's edged red. It's beautiful. This is out of print deck. It is stunning though. It's my number 2 right-hand man. So, without further ado, this is what this looks like here. She sent me the image of it. And I got my glasses on, so hopefully I can read it all good. So, this is a episode 2, Storytime, a Tarot Adventure. And she's geared this one more toward the cards leading you into the story. So, let's go. It's only, if I go out here, it's 2 pages, literally. So, yeah. Let's get into this. So it says, you are at home, laying in bed, reading a good book, when the lamp next to your bed starts to flicker. You lean over and try to check the cord's connection. You see that it is clearly plugged in, and then you notice that the sound machine starts playing white noise and then ocean sounds, switching back and forth. You get out of bed and start towards the breaker box, thinking there is some sort of energy surge or electrical issue to that outlet. As you open the door to the hallway, you are surprised to see all the lights in the hallway and landing are all flickering too. You become alarmed and a thought runs through your mind. Draw 3 cards or more, 3 or more cards to rationalize what you think is happening. So let's see what's happening here. We're going to shuffle, and then we're going to draw. Oh, he gets mad every time I do that. He looked at me all dirty, like I'm trying to sleep here. 3 or more cards to rationalize what's happening. Let's start with 3 and see where that takes us. See if we need to pull any more. So we pulled this one first. Ooh, look how pretty these are all like blue. And then you got this bright pink here, purple. Oh, he moved. He's still sitting there. He just moved up, so I would quit touching him. So we have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Swords. Both cards to me are about walking away from something that does not benefit you. And then Justice. I almost feel like it's in that movie. And she even said, because I swear every time I turn around, I was making movie references. And this is no different. I feel like, what was the name of that movie? 1408, where they're coming out of the photo and the water's getting in the room. That's what I feel here. Very interesting. Like they're in the photo, they're in the frame, or the frame is coming, the things are coming out of the pit. Like maybe I'm walking into the hall and there's a frame in there, and all of a sudden things are coming out of the picture. So the picture has come alive. So that's quite interesting. And it looks like a seafarer photo, like it's obviously the sea we're looking at. Maybe it's it could be the old man in the sea coming alive. Interesting, because I love Hemingway. So interesting. Let's look at that. Yeah. So yeah, I immediately think of that, like the old man in the sea and Hemingway. And this almost reminds you, and look at the lighthouse back here. Is that a lighthouse? Or is that a person? I should have got my book out. I never read the book. Look how stunning. I mean, Anna Torian is just a genius at her artwork. It's genius. stunning. And it's all blue seafarer. That makes sense. That it's the sea is coming out of the photo and spilling into my hallway or my kitchen. I always picture it as when I read this story. I always pictured it as it says, okay, let's go back. You get out of bed and start towards the breaker box, thinking this is some sort of energy surge or electrical issue to the outlet. As you open the door to the hallway, you are surprised to see all the lights in the hallway and landing or flickering too. You become alarmed and a thought runs through your mind. So I almost picture it as like an old mansion that I'm in, and kind of like the first story. And as soon as I walk around the landing, there's like a kitchenette there. And the kitchen has this photo, and it's things are spilling out into the kitchen and onto the landing and onto the stairs, and interesting. The photo is alive. Okay, so it's just you stop for a second to process everything around you before proceeding to cautiously head down the stairs, trying to remain as quiet as possible. As you turn the corner of the second floor landing, you stop and start to panic, noticing that the front door is open and the lights are flickering all downstairs also. You hear a faint sound coming from the kitchen. That's probably why, because I thought of that. And realize it is the electric can opener going off. You reach into the second floor closet slowly, trying to remain as silent as possible, and grab the baseball bat that you lovingly named Lucille, and she said she put that in there because of all the Walking Dead fans. With Lucille in hand, you proceed down the stairs, heading for the kitchen, trying to avoid the creaky spots on the old farmhouse floors. As you turn the corner to the kitchen, you see it. And then that's the end of the story, and then she's got 3 other little things that you draw cards for. So the last one, okay, so it says, as you turn the corner to the kitchen, you see it. So maybe the painting is in the hall on the landing, and things have been spilling out, water, boats, people of the photo. And then something else is in the kitchen. So number 1, draw a card to describe what you see. So we're going to move that up. We're going to draw a card. I almost thought about switching to the Tarot of the Abyss midway. Like these 3 be this one. And it's the same artist. So it makes sense. I might actually do that. So draw a card. How many cards? Draw cards to describe what you see. Ooh. Temperance. And the Star. And the 6 of Cups. It's funny because I almost feel like these guys, this may be something that came off of a ship out of the painting. I feel like. And these 2 are people. Maybe this is higher self. Maybe this is an old man that you're talking to, or a spirit that's a relative of yours. And this is maybe the higher self or a guide. And they're all sitting around your kitchen table talking about you. Interesting. And they were able to come through the stormy seas of the photo. Interesting. So number 2, draw cards to describe what you should do next. So draw cards to show what we should do next. What should we do next? What should I do next? The 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. And more water. The Page of Cups. I feel like I do join the guys at the table, and I'm sitting there having a conversation with them about how to proceed with my work, doing my job. But they're all sitting here. Looks like a whole bunch of people sitting here watching, and they're like laugh and dance and dance like no one's watching and have fun and be yourself. And then almost feels like here, like I'm going into the painting. Interesting, because here, if you notice, this is the Eight of Cups. Got the same coloring and the same exact positioning. It's a dark-haired girl in the water, and it's a dark-haired girl in the water, and I'm a dark-haired girl. So maybe I'm joining them. Maybe they've come to get me, or they're taking me home. Maybe I belong in the painting. Maybe I've been in the real world too long, and I think I'm a real girl, and I'm not. Interesting. Last question is, draw cards to finish out the story of why. I think we just answered that, didn't we? Death. Because I'm already dead. I'm a spirit. I feel like I'm a spirit that it's almost kind of, sorry, I'm always doing movie and TV references. I am a spirit that maybe took on a spot too long or took on a place too long, and they blurred the lines, and they don't realize they're already dead. They don't realize that they're not alive anymore. And it reminds me of Lost. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched Lost, because it went on for so many seasons, and then you find out at the end they're all dead anyway. That's kind of how this spread feels to me. Like, yeah, I was already dead to begin with. And it's funny because it started with this girl in the water, and then it ends kind of with her in the water, and then the death on top of that. So yeah, these are my guides gently trying to bring me back into the fold, into the painting where I belong, where I came from. That is quite interesting. That was so fabulous, Amethyst Ascension. So, Rochelle, keep up the good work. I love it. It really gets my creative juices flowing to write. So, yeah, that was totally cool. I did not expect that to go in that direction. But that is interesting, and you guys stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a dream spread very, very shortly. I had a really tough, really crazy, wild dream this morning. It's the first one I've had in a long time that was so real. It was crazy. And then, I had a migraine all day from it. So there was almost kind of like a reality disturbance in reality, kind of going on. And anytime I say that I've had a dream of significance that I'm supposed to pay attention to, I always get a severe migraine most of the day, afterward. And I instantly woke up with a migraine. And in fact, when the dream stopped, there was actually a moment of complete deafening silence. Like I was deaf for a second at the end of the dream. And it was almost like someone was saying, hey, you're about to wake up. And then all of a sudden my alarm went off and I woke up with a jerk and I instantly had a migraine. And I remember every part of the dream like I was there. I actually got up immediately and wrote it all down. And it was the wildest, craziest thing. I could probably do a short story just on this dream. And so I will be doing a spread for that here in the next either day or so, maybe tonight. I don't know. I'm still kind of suffering from the headache I had most of the day. It's kind of like I have a hangover now, and I don't drink. So that's coming. So if you like stories, that's a doozy of a story also, because I still can't believe it and I dreamed it. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. I will post Rochelle's original video below. And I would love it if you guys would tag me and let me know if you guys are doing it. These little short stories she's doing are awesome. And anything I can combine tarot and writing with, I'm all for. So keep up the good work, Rochelle, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.